Hi, my name's Malcolm from Zero Maintenance Websites. We build websites that are really easy to update, and we also include these little tutorials that show you updates being made to your own site, and that lets you see exactly how to make changes, how to edit items, add new information very easily. Today's tutorial is about updating Joomla, and the reason you might need to do that is because you may get an email that looks a bit like this that says there's a new version of Joomla available, would you like to upgrade? So usually the answer is yes, and what I'd like to do is show you how to log into the website, how to upgrade Joomla, and also how to switch off these alerts if you'd prefer to do that. So if I switch to the website, you can see the first thing I've got to do is log in, and notice I'm logging in to the back end of the website, to the database side. So I'm not on the normal front pages, the front end. So when I log in, I get a database view. So this allows me to do more complicated things. It starts with the control panel, and there's lots of articles down the left hand side here. You can add a new article, you can look at the categories that articles are in, you can add new media like photos, and you can do things like change the menus. So this is the database structure where you can do some quite advanced stuff. If a new version of Joomla is available, it will appear right here at the top. So you see the pink bar across the top that says Joomla 3.9.1 is available, update now. So quite simply, we click on update. So if you click on install the update, it will take a minute or so because it's copying files, and then it's got to obviously check the integrity of these files. If they're okay, it then switches to make these files active, and then it deletes the old files. So it does all the clever stuff, basically provides you with a new version. I'm sure you're used to updating Windows or Word or your phone, so that's all that this is doing. So it shouldn't take too long. We'll just wait till that's ready, and we'll see that no other updates are available. So it's speeding up a bit now. Once it's got the main files copied, it shouldn't take too long. As I say, there'll be a little bit of checking as well. This is not something you need to do very often, and you can, as I say, switch off the alerts if you want. You don't need to ever upgrade, but you will get messages about upgrades, so you're probably better either to upgrade or to switch the messages off, and that keeps life simple. There shouldn't be any problem with upgrading. Everything should work in a very straightforward way. I've never seen a problem, but obviously you never quite know. Okay, it's almost finished now, so you'll see when it's finished, it'll give you some checking messages, 100% complete. So I'll just do an integrity check, and it should be ready. It's amazing how big these databases are. You'll see down there it's 400 files extracted, 350 at the moment. So it has to copy files and extract them all to actually build them into the database. So the Joomla system is quite a complicated system. But thankfully we don't need to know that. Like a car, we don't need to know how it works. We just need to be able to use it. Okay, so the upgrade seems to have been fine. Your Joomla version is now 3.9.1. If I want to go back to the main sort of system menu, I click on this little Joomla icon here, and I'm back where I can look at articles and I can look at various quite advanced features from the front end. Now, while I'm logged in to the database side of the website, I want to show you how to switch the alerts off. So at the moment, we're logged in to what's called the back end. We've got different menus up here. If you click on the first symbol, the Joomla symbol, that takes you to the main control panel. You can look at the menu structure from here, how the main menu is set up. You can look at the content, such as the articles, all the text, and you can look at the different parts that make up the website. What I want to look at now is something a bit unusual, a thing called plugins. They are things that add functionality to the website. So Joomla is controlled by plugins, and I want to look at the actual Joomla plugins here. If I look at the Joomla ones, you'll see there's one Joomla update notification. If I click on the tick, it will switch it off, turn it into a cross. Let's look at the detail. If I look at this page, you'll see that up at the top corner here, it says this plugin is enabled. If I now disable that and save it, save and close, what we've done is switched off these updates. So you'll see ticks all the way down here, apart from this one, which now has a cross. Joomla update notification is now switched off. You will not receive emails saying there is a new version of Joomla. If I want to change that again, I simply tick on the cross and that changes it. Hope that's useful. Thanks.